say somebody's been trucking for 5, maybe 10 years, they got a couple trucks, but man, they want to have, they want to be like Tri-State one day. They want to get to have, 50 plus trucks or 60 plus trucks. What would be some wisdom that you would cast or give to those people?
Well, now it's sure different than when I got it. I think you realize that on about anything today. It's kind of hard to get started, but yeah, the main thing is experience. If they get guys in there that really want to do find drivers that are interested in it. We found a lot of the better drivers we found come off of the farm, and they can operate, and if you have a breakdown, they know what to do most of the time, what have you.
Yeah, and I've said before, we're losing more and more of those as people leave the farm. Like there's less and less of those drivers. I've said that all the time, that the drivers we had 40, 50 years ago, just they're becoming less or non-existent because those guys, there's not as many people coming from the farm anymore.
Yeah, and it like new trucks now are out of this world. When I started, the truck was $24,000. I ordered them with Munford when they ordered a bunch. We got them from the same dealer, but anyhow, 24,000. Now they're over 200,000. I know you're getting a lot more truck. There's no question.
10 times the price.
But you just it's hard to. I think right now the ones really that can survive is 2-man, coast to coast. You don't stop and sleep for so many hours or anything. It costs you, but you get there quicker. And I think a lot of in fact, I know a lot of the go from coast to coast, run 2 men.
One thing that you've always quoted, you said, take care of the people that take care of you. Can you talk just a little bit more about that? I mean, I firmly believe that, but like that was some wisdom that Chad remembered that you've said and you've cast it out. Like, just give us a little more.
Well, it's just being interested in the driver's family, and helping them. When they have children, and it's tough for the wife to stay at home when you're going long distance, and it's just mainly looking for things that can help them. Even a wife, when the driver is gone, may need some help with the children and stuff. That's what I've always been in the back of my mind is you can't help somebody too much, and I think that would be the best thing that could happen if you take care of it. In the first place, now you have to kind of taught them along, because good drivers are hard to find, and it's sure we're not getting too many interested for employment.
Yeah.
But when you do, we've turned some away and come either can't pass driving test or anything, but
got to get the right ones, right?
You got to get the right one. Yeah. And his Chad or Grant or Gregg, one or the other, take him. And Elliot, one of our grandsons, he goes on, takes him for a drive. They've all any of my grandsons are up of age. You can jump in the truck and go anywhere. They've had that much experience.
Yeah. What reminded me of what you said, it's almost, and this is another principle I try to live by, you have to give before you can take. Like you have to give to your employees, you have to give to your customers,
That's
you have
right.
to give to others out there before you take. And I think this world tries to tell us to take without, without saying, hey, you need to give more of your time, give more of your resources
Sure.
to your family, to your employees. Let them know that, hey, they are seen, they are heard, we care about you.
Right.
Yeah, and I think he's being a little modest. I think everybody who's ever worked for him has loved working for him, even if they didn't last here for more than a few years. I've had lots of drivers. He still calls lots of former drivers and checks in on them. He just did yesterday, called a couple of former drivers and how's things going? How are you? How's the home life? And I just, so I used to work in the office with Al. He preceded me, and he told me this once. He said, I'm not a Christian, I'm not a church going man, but if there was ever anyone who was going to convince me to become one, it would be your grandpa.
Oh,
He
wow.
said, because he practices what he preaches. Because I think at one point in Al's life, he helped him somehow financially with a car payment and that's the way he treated people. Is he took care of them. If they said, hey, I need to borrow a couple $100, he was going to do it. And he really cares about people. And that's something that I've always noticed. And especially since I've been working here for, the last 12 years full time, as you notice how much everyone around here respects him. And he remembers almost everybody's name, even at 97. He still got them down, most of them. I have to help him a little bit every now and then.
Yeah.
Some of the newer ones, I'm like, hey, his name's Bob. That's Bob. But
Dwayne Millard, in Salt Lake, he's big in the Mormon church there, and they've been good friends forever, he and his wife. And we've gone on a trip to, we've gone overseas and around, he and his wife, my wife. So people like that, you just love to have them. And I still get calls from them and call them. They'll say, just call me anytime.
he's a popular guy.
Yeah.
He's always on his phone.
Well, yeah, no, that is so awesome. And yeah, Jack, I think the legacy that you have and have left is just amazing. And I think, and I'll just be candid and say, man, God has blessed you so much. And man, you're an inspiration to me, especially, but I know to our bulk community. I consider it a privilege and honor to have you on the podcast like this and share a little bit of your story out there for others out there. Cause man, I say this all the time. I'm always looking for the people ahead of me and what they've done and the things they've done right to serve others and treat other people fairly. And I think that's at the end of the day, you just want to, you want to make sure that I guess for me, making an impact in the lives of others, especially your family members, but the wider community that we live in. And man, you have done that so much. So man, God bless you. This is kind of the end of the podcast. So yeah, I just wanted to thank you for again coming on. Chad, man, thanks for making this happen. Thanks for having our guys out there and do that. And like I said in the very beginning, man,
Wish I could have done a better job, but
he did good.
there's just so much.
When I'm 97 years old, if I make it to 97, if I'm standing in front of a screen doing this, like that is a dream come true. I think, yeah, you still have so much wisdom and knowledge to give to others. You're still very sharp in my opinion. So don't feel bad at all. I think this was a phenomenal podcast. I know without a doubt that this is going to be one that's going to be received very well with our audience. So yeah, I'll just end there. So Chad and Jack, man, God bless you all. Thank you so much for coming on the Bulk Loads podcast. We sure appreciate it.